Hello. So this is actually a bit of a bonus. This is the technical second rough draft of Cards Zero. I did this one after like going through a bunch of pages and just kind of creating scenes without really any reasons as to why they're being created, like over there. And then I have all those extra books are kind of like stuff that I stamped that I did want to use for extra content in terms of like stuff that'll go on the internet, but this is just the second rough draft of Cards Zero. So it doesn't even take up a full book, so that's actually kind of good. But yeah, I'm just gonna upload this so you can see the evolution. I guess the de-evolution since I'm recording this backwards, but the other one, that's like a bit longer. So you can see. I mean, you can already see like the that I could draw a lot better from before because his hand is basically the size of his face. Yeah, so he just gets up, brushing his teeth. He's just walking into the classroom. She didn't even tell him to do a report this time. He just walked in some random classroom. The past 24 years have been rife in scandal. To ignore the Statue of Liberty attack in 2003 and its scandals would be completely idiotic. Stephen Stone, a high profile journalist, proved ex President Bush and ex VP Cheney uh, blew up a portion of the statue to try and get us involved with a conflict in the Middle East. This has spurred a high and well justified distrust in the US government, saving us from giving a birthday party to many people. So yeah, that's like I don't even know what that's supposed to be, honestly. Like I drew this so long ago. This is supposed to be a city skyline. I think if you actually pause it and take a look, I don't have the film and I don't want to get copyright stricken, but I think this is from GoldenEye. This is a James Bond movie that I looked and I paused the background. I'm pretty sure it's GoldenEye though. So basically just pictures of people, but just kind of feeling into our real world of distrust for the government, just kind of like threw something together. I didn't really have any committal to what the real reason was, and that's why it's better to do fake stuff like the nuclear meltdown is a lot better. So it shows it's its own universe. So technology. The 21st century can also be viewed as an internet war for who has the right information and how much. Future presidents were trying to regulate the internet and failed constantly. It's just in conclusion, corporatocracy and dependency on the government is a question we'll have to cope with. But I, like everyone here, value our freedoms. No one even raised their hand. But yes, do you think people have a right to be stupid to choose to smoke? I don't think so, but I respectfully think that they should be altered by societal pressures, perhaps a tax on them. Then do you not value freedom? Oh wait. Do you want no involvement yet you propose such draconian measures? It's a debate we don't have time for. Good job, Douglas. That was the teacher. So he got an A on his report. Would you like to meet up and discuss the project tonight? Certainly. So this is kind of a bit odd considering the Doug in the future is more of just kind of like dumbed down, I guess. Also, look, I used to draw that. What a pointless bit of drawing that was. But I think it's better when he's just kind of a dude who doesn't know anything, because it's like if he's so smart that he knows everything about cards, then he wouldn't freak out when he meets people with cards, and the audience would have no reason to have him ask anything, or you wouldn't be able to understand anything. So it's not really good. But continuing, so he picks out his two shirts, making it pretty good for an orphan, huh? Hey, Melissa. And again, I kept on changing the names over and over again, but Melissa, Cynthia, they're the same character. How are you doing? Good, I have something for you. A test of our debate. But let's party first, huh? So they just talk. Definitely in more party scenes. I really haven't been to many, so I don't know how these work. Anyway. So Doug, I have okay, I guess some dogs decided to go outside. Where I live at, I am connected to another house, so if they really start barking, I don't really have a choice. There's really nowhere for me to go. Well, hopefully they stop. But let's party first, huh? Okay. It's in the attic? How big their hands are. You better not looking up at me from down there. Wouldn't dream of it. See, that's where Doug really comes in. That's where the real Doug is. You don't work, do you? No, you didn't look, did you? I can taste too if you want. Ooh, that was bad, Doug. Oh. Oh? Well, business before pleasure. Wow, that looks like it's from the 1920s. Is that how old is that box? Around there. It's something that's been in our family for a while. More importantly, this is what we're after. So she opens the box in the attic. So it will be in cursive. I wrote that as a little note up there. An old timey index card. A magic card, or that's what my great grandfather said. Magic? What are you lying? What? Are you lying? It's what I said, a magic card. It's probably the devil. My grandfather gave a birthday party to a man who used one. He was the Devil's Hand McGraw. And again, this is, I think I said that in one of the parts where this kind of is like a prequel thing that I've always wanted to do, a Western where a dude has the ability to stick. It's kind of stupid. I don't care. I like it. I like the idea of that, so that's just kind of where it came from. He started it. Uh, it's been with him, not been with him for generations. We always kept the thing around. But one thing is certain, Doug. He did kill McGraw, and McGraw was superpowered. Here's how I know it's real. And he just pulls out Devil's Arm. What? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wow, I mean, at least I can feel solace that I can draw better than that. Whew, that is rough. This is a prank, right? You'd give me superpowers? Well, it's obviously not fake. Yeah, but why? I wanted to see if you'd be tame enough not use it. You have a brain, and I don't trust easy, but you're someone I'd want to be with. Because you'd be honest and never take advantage. So, thwip. Dog. Slam. 1,000,000 bucks, here I come. Or whatever I want. Slam. No! No! You can see I can kind of draw a car there, but yeah. Going on to the next page. And then again, it's like just I'm writing what's happening. So Doug then drives home and fills out the card at his dorm room. Melissa can't easily. I guess I should say Cynthia can't report that her great grandfather's enemy's arm was missing. It keeps glowing red. So power gain $1,000,000. Red. Well, it's not a power. It's a statement, I guess. I got it. It's finally green. Magnetism powers. Now a weakness. So I again wrote this as like I don't know how to tie this in thematically, but you get the idea and lose non-essential organs. Ooh, look, I said don't want to keep rewriting over and over. That statement has aged very well. So I'll be invincible, maybe without an appendix or another lung, but still. So then he just says, what? So you can see his hand splits right there. Splits off, his arm comes off, his leg comes off, his eye pops out. So it would be, yeah, again, this would be a mirror the first time I ever drew it, but it would just be, he's still the exact same amount of crippled. Now, I did make it in future incarnations where Doug actually has his full hand, but he eventually, after the first fight that he wins in like I guess it would say in Pittsburgh, he gets like this, and then after the next part, he just basically loses his hand, so he's only like amputated to be like right here, and then at the end of it, he loses his full arm, so and his eyes, so he's basically just literally a full cripple. So no. So he wakes up. So it was real. Yes, it was. You've caused a big scene. It's a scare. It's a scare to people like us. Where did you get this? Melissa Forbes. Well, that was not her name. I couldn't even remember that I wrote that. She went to my class. She had a problem. I used that card thingy too. Yeah, cybernetic. Oh, doctor, we need to do our job. So could you move? Yeah, cybernetics ain't easy to put in. So that's writing it even backwards. Cybernetics. Whoa, I don't need those. So you want to be a cripple forever? You won't be awake for this anyway. We thought you'd be asleep. Yeah. All right, so that's first part of the extra rough draft. I don't know what I'll call it, but probably something like that. So thank you for watching this part.